Hey, it's Alex from LearnBeachVolleyballFast.com here. In this video, I want to sort of show an overview of what I'm thinking with my courses for this project. Basically, if you read on my website, there is a YouTube channel and podcast, and those are free. There are going to be courses in this project about different volleyball skills that one can buy and dive deeper into. When I started playing volleyball, I really wished that there would be like a complete solution. I was a beginner, I was trying to learn, and I really wished that I could go to one place and just get all the answers. I looked around at that point and I found attempts to do that were very chaotic, very non-organized, and very hard to grasp your mind around. There were many people teaching it with many different opinions, and they were conflicting and whatnot. So I was really frustrated, and I really had a hard time. I really struggled unnecessarily amounts to learn the sport myself. And I really want to create, as a part of this project, something that in the future people will not have the same type of struggle. And that's what the courses are about. So right now, when I'm recording this, it's beginning of February 2019. I have not yet produced a course. I've started a YouTube channel about a year ago, and it's growing and growing, and I'm feeling like it's time to take the next step on this project. But here's going to be my vision for how I'm thinking. I will create these courses over time, where kind of together with the people that are interested in them, because I cannot create everything at the same time, so I'll start creating whatever people are most interested in first. But obviously there's going to be courses for different skill sets, like service, passing, setting, attacking, defense, blocking, and what more? Serving. Basically the 6 kind of base skills of beach volleyball. But there's going to be a course that sort of connects with all of these. The project name is Learn Beach Volleyball Fast, which means that I'm not only about learning the sport in general, like everyone can learn the sport over time and whatnot. I'm really interested in how do we make this as efficient as possible. So probably the absolute first course I'm gonna create is sort of a how to learn course. And this is going to be based on a few things. It's going to be based on motor learning and sort of how our brains work and what actually happens in our bodies and our brains when we pick up new skills. But there's going to be another part that a lot of coaches miss. Because this motor learning and everything is going to be combined with some psychology, because there's actually the skill of learning skills is very, very, very psychological. Knowing what you have to focus on for what amount of time, at what point, and so on and so on and so on. And all the motor learning research and whatnot, like people that actually study how our bodies learn, they are usually so ingrained in their fields that they don't have this outside perspective. But since I, in a way, started reading psychology before I started learning motor learning, I sort of connected the dots, and this course here is the reason that as a coach I'm quite effective, and people actually end up understanding what I mean, and they actually end up learning the skills in the long term that I teach. So in the future, whenever someone goes like, hey, I want to get better at serve receive, so they go and get the serve receive course. This course will be included and in the same package. This will be included with all of these separately. Of course, it will also be available for cheap by itself if someone wants that and doesn't want any skill packages. And the thing is that yes, there will be people that are going to be not have patience. They're gonna be like, fuck this shit. I don't want to care about theories and whatnot. I just want to know how to pass. So they're gonna go straight to the passing course. I know that's gonna happen. That's just how humans are. Those people are obviously, of course, going to get value out of this because there will be technical advice, there will be ideas that they will not hear anywhere else, etc., 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 etc. But this here is going to be, taking this course is going to be an investment that pays over time. Let's say that everything you get from these courses gets, you can learn it in half the time when you understand these things, compared to if you just go straight to that. So if the drills and the ideas here in the passing course takes you 3 months to implement, well, and you spend a couple hours doing this course, well, you can save 1.5 months of your training. So I would really encourage people to do that course, but I know not everybody will. So however, that's kind of what this is about. Doing this course will actually put you in a kind of weird situation where I've spent a lot of time, which is that you will understand more about how your body works and how you should be coached than a lot of your in-person coaches. If you're having coaches you're going to camps, you're having someone coach you, whatever. This is probably gonna put you in front of 99% of the beach volleyball coaches in the world in terms of understanding how you and your body learns, which will create some frustrations for you, because you will be like, are you sure you want to do this drill this way, because I kind of know that it should maybe be done some other way. Anyway, there's going to be included in this course like kind of how to handle coaches that have a lot of this knowledge. They know a lot about how the game actually should be played, but they're not so good at communicating how to learn that or how to teach you that. So there's going to be a part of this course where I'll talk about tactics, about how to extract value from good players that don't like to coach at all. They just know how to play a game. Or coaches that are very good at knowing how the game should be played. They're just not so good teachers. So there will be parts of that in there too. Cool, that's a little bit about that. Then separate from this, all of this, there will be, I don't really know how many courses this is going to be, this project. I mean, I'm planning that I might be building on this project for 20 more years. So who knows where we will end up in that. I know there's going to be a sports psychology course, which is, we are going to talk a little bit about psychology here, but this is going to be very much of the learning psychology, like how to learn skills and pick up those. In here we're going to go much more into depth, both into that, but also like kind of how to win games, how to stay focused, how to find motivation, kind of in the big picture, like how to stay motivated to practice, how to be interested in all that you're doing, and I mean just fuel for your career in general. So I'm going to make a huge sports psychology course that will be volleyball based, and yeah, again, it's kind of funny. The reason I'm doing this rather than just sending you to a sports psychology book that I read is that I've read a lot of sports psychology books, and I've sort of started to put the dots together, like, something would teach that, something but so these are sports psychology books, different ones, but again, they don't really see there's like a connection, there's like a overview type of thing that I have never seen anyone teach, because they're sort of niched into different corners of the thing, and they sort of, it feels like they haven't communicated with each other, and that's sort of the overview that I want to teach in my course. But more about that when that happens. Someday I will create a coaches course that will be separate, and who knows who will take that. That will be probably much later. This coach's course is going to be basically kind of similar like this, but just way bigger, and how to think as a coach, etc, etc, etc. I've done coaching courses myself. I feel like there's a lot of stuff lacking, which is the reason I'm creating this whole project. I'm creating this course here in the beginning, etc, etc. So I hope that gives you a little bit better of a overview of what the plan is for these courses, and more info is of course on the website, and you can always contact me, etc, etc. I would really suggest everyone to sign up to my newsletter, because I will be launching these over time, and there will be sort of early bird good deals. There will be a crazy good deal here in the beginning before I even start all of this. There will probably be test groups when I create these. I will sort of have a first group that will get it for cheaper and give me a lot of feedback, etc, etc. Also, a good point is, let's say I'm teaching passing here, and if in 5 years I realize something new about passing, maybe who knows, maybe in the future the volleyballs change. I mean, we already now have the Mikasa and the Wilson, and they're completely different to pass in certain ways, and I actually believe that you should have different techniques how to pass them. Maybe there's a new ball in 5 years, or maybe there's some new research that I read that sort of flips everything around and makes learning even more efficient. There will be lifetime updates in all of these courses. My goal with all of this is really to leave a package behind me. When someday when I die, I want to have left kind of a complete work behind me that people can then work on top of. Because when I started playing this sport, there was absolutely no collection like this, and I would like to create something like that. All right, cool. Sign up for the newsletter, subscribe to the channels and YouTubes and whatnot, and we'll have fun in the future.